Hope you enjoy. Today we're taking a look at the 2023 Acura Integra. I'm joined by my buddy, Mr. Milo. So, the Acura Integra. Well, you've been driving that Honda Civic from high school, college time. It's getting a little long in the tooth. You got the big job, you got the promotion, and you want something nicer, something refined, a little bit more classy. But you don't want to go to the Germans, and you want to think value-oriented. Well, take a look at the Integra. This is the value alternate to the German cars, like the Audi A5, and it's something a little bit more refined than your Civic Si that you've been driving. It starts in around 31 grand. This A-Spec without the technology package is optioned to about 33 grand. The A-Spec adds some sporty offerings appearance-wise and LED fog lights. Now, this A-Spec is missing some premium features like a larger touchscreen, some more adjustments for the passenger and driver, parking sensors in the rear and the front, remote start, a bunch of other items, premium audio, but I think this is very well equipped for its class. So we're gonna take a walk around, we'll do a drive, night drive will be posted as well, talk about this car, what I like and dislike about it. So, let's do our walk around. Painting this nice white, you got that red interior to match. A-Spec on the side. These nice black wheels, blacked out. Some black bits around there, blacked out trim around the windows. Very quiet and idle. This is not meant to be your hot, high revving hatch, but it is a liftback. Look at that. I love liftbacks. Looks like a sedan, a little bit of sporty appearance to it with the sloping rear. But then you get the versatility of the liftback. Now this is a pretty low loading floor. I believe you could fit a compact spare. Definitely could fit one. You'd probably need an aftermarket tire and some mounting accessories, but definitely plenty of room. Could also be used as additional storage if you're confident without a spare. Seats are manually folded down. And this is a manual tailgate. You do get this nice privacy cover. And you can remove that. Probably store it underneath. Yeah, good amount of space for a compact liftback. You get those nice, those grab handles. So you can close it like that. Get a nice little black spoiler, part of the A-Spec. 2 exhausts in the rear. Acura in the brake lights, which is cool. And up front, hey buddy, besides the A-Spec, you get this Acura, or this Integra, embossed into the body. Handsome looking car. Let's check out the back seats, sitting behind myself. 5'9" in my driving position. A little bit of a hard ingress with that sloping roof. Very nice sounding closing door. But sitting upright, you kind of get a little stadium seating, and I can't put my head back in this headrest without leaning back. So this is how I'd get my head on the headrest to sit comfortably. Can't really do it. So back seat's a little compromised, a little tight because of that lift back design, but there are back seats and I have a lot of room behind myself. So if I'm sitting in a kind of slouched position, plenty of space. Materials back here, a little bit cheap, plastics, speaker grill and stuff. You do get this leather armrest, this red contrast, which looks very nice. Hard plastics all the way down the door though, for the most part. No independent climate control, no USBs, pretty Spartan back here. It does share a lot of components with the Civic. It's a back seat, you have it. I do like these door handles. So you can put regular fuel in these, but 91 is recommended for, I guess, most amount of torque and output, fuel efficiency. So it's nice. You could put 87 in a regular in a road trip, and then fill it up premium if you're looking to do a little bit of enjoyment. You do get smart keyless entry and exit on the front doors, not on the rears. A-Spec door sills. Let's pop this engine. So like that GTI, no automatic hood struts, but you do get the manual ones, which are pretty low. Gives you a little area where to put it. 2-liter 4-cylinder engine making 200 horsepower and about 190 pound-feet of torque. As I said, you can take regular, but 91 octane is recommended for optimal performance. This has made it to a CVT automatic transmission. Take that as you must. This gets about, I want to say, 36 on the highway and like 29, 28. I'll put the real numbers up on the screen. MPG in the city. You will find better fuel economy in something like a hybrid. Yeah, I just think this is a very nice looking, very well proportioned liftback sedan with some practicality. The rear seats are compromised. I think Acura does an excellent job with their new designs, TLX, MDX, Integra, RDX. All right, let's check out the interior. Nice LED lights. Like that, like kind of a sickle look to them. Here's the key. Acura on the side. I like these keys a lot. The Type S, I know it gets like a Type S embossed on it. All right. All right, let's check out this interior. So, get your adaptive cruise control, lane centering, highway driving system, standard in the base Integra. All controlled on this right side. Infotainment voice controls on the left. Paddle shifters. Your typical stalks. Traction control button. Nice physical button for that. A-Spec and both on the steering wheel. I like this leather steering wheel. It's a little smaller. It's got some sports grips up here. I like the red background to this engine start stop. So climate controls, heated seats, 3 levels. Let's turn on the air, get this going. 1 climate control zone. You get 2 in the technology package. Very nice tactile feel from the climate controls. And I like this honeycomb grille with these with the controls for directing the airflow. Looking in the center gauge, fully digital. That's pretty nice. That comes standard. So you got these 2 pods that you can use, these very nice feeling scroll dials to put information. On the right side, you can go through a bunch of options. Tire pressure monitor. I like it. It's simple, has the information you need. It's not super customizable. So you get Apple CarPlay in this decently small touchscreen, but it works pretty well and responsive. Acura's infotainment, it looks pretty outdated, I'm gonna be honest. This looks very similar to probably something you'd get on a Civic. You get CarPlay. You do get a quick button to return to CarPlay from the menu. Down here, you get different drive modes, selector, normal, comfort, and sport. I like that noise. It kind of reminds me of like what's like Age of Empires. Auto start stop, parking brake, brake hold, reverse camera with a bunch of different views. The lines do turn with the steering wheel. Cup holders, nice amount of center armrest storage, especially underneath this cover. Nice leather seats. Got some good bolstering, but very comfortable. I like this kind of, it's not like carbon fiber, but it's this matte textured material, very nice. A little bit hard plastics on top, softer on the driver's side, like the silver, and I like this red contrast that you get, and then you get to harder plastics lower, but everything in here feels very solid, very well built for this price range. It's a little cheap in the center, but probably very easy to clean, the cup holders. Good visibility all around. You do get a sunroof. Let's take it on the road, see how it drives, see how it handles. We'll start off in comfort. I like the sound of that turn signal. It's very comforting. I think it sounds pretty premium. Very smooth 4-cylinder. Not a lot of noise intruding into the cabin. See if we can get the start to trigger. No jerking sensation from the start-stop. A little jerk starting and back up. First impressions, very nice ride comfort, very nice noise levels into the cabin considering the 33 grand price range. Not a ton of tire noise. The suspension definitely has a sporty rebound to it, but it's not punishing. Gives good feedback on the road. The CVT draws out the power in a very linear fashion, and the 4-cylinder hums along in the background very nicely. Switch over to normal with a flick of the button. Acuras do an excellent job on the back roads, I feel. They might not have the straight line performance of the Germans, but their handling is top notch for the comfort that they offer. That turn-in felt very nice from a front-wheel drive car. I don't know if this has a limited slip differential. Don't think it has enough power to really warrant one. On the brakes and off, not an on-off button, very nice bite, but not too aggressive despite being the A-Spec. Very neutral, very well planted, but not punishing on these back roads. Throw it over to sport. You can simulate some gear shifts. A little bit of turbo lag as the power builds. So you get into those higher RPMs, quote unquote, with that CVT. But I like the handling of this chassis. I would just leave it in drive. Stay away from those paddle shifters. Just let the CVT do its thing. I know, buddy, I know. I feel like these drive modes are definitely changing some characteristics. I don't know if the suspension is adaptive, but everything feels like it actually has an impact on the handling characteristics when you switch drive modes. And I like that about Acuras. I know they do a good job of that. Let's throw this into sport. Turn off traction control. Let's get on it. Very nice out of a corner, very nice. Not too much complaint from those tires. We weren't even in sport transmission mode. Much sharper throttle response in sport mode. Turn on traction control, hit this corner. Lost a little bit of power there. A healthy amount of power for a daily driver. I would leave traction control on. Going back into normal, comfort, everything settles down. We can enjoy driving. So a quick launch. Front-wheel drive cars can be fun. These Integras, these GTIs show us that we don't necessarily need all-wheel drive or rear-wheel drive bias systems or rear-wheel drive. Comes out of a corner very nice. The power is put down very well. Healthy 200 horsepower. It's not going to blow your socks off, but you're not going to be wanting for too much more. So here we get onto the highway. Getting off the highway, you're not going to be really wanting for more power. I was able to get up from 40 to 70 in a healthy amount of time. Not going to blow your socks off, but that was very good for merging onto the highway. Now they're on the highway, you can listen to the noise, vibration, harshness that comes through NVH into the cabin. I think Acura does a good job of giving edge to businessmen commuting and but without sacrificing comfort, kind of like how Audi does it, but just at a more affordable price point, a more realistic price point. That CVT is very well programmed, very smooth power delivery onto the highway. Let's check out this adaptive cruise control one more time. You can set 5-mile-an-hour increments by pushing hard on these buttons, or single mile per hour increments. You can adjust your following distance to the nearest or furthest. Just tap at this button. Kind of bouncing a little bit between the lines. Definitely would keep a hand on the steering wheel with this system. I'm gonna try to overtake someone. On the highway though, very comfortable for cruising in comfort mode. Not too much wind. You're definitely gonna be getting some extra noise isolation in this Acura versus a Civic, because that's what separates a luxury brand from a mainstream brand. Let's see how it does passing this person. Blind spot monitoring warning me there's a van. Yeah, I felt it. I didn't really have the speed up too much. So what we'll do is we'll accelerate up to this car. But I like that it started accelerating as I put on my turn signal. Very sharp system. Yeah, immediately as I went over the line, the system took over. I like this little visualization. It knows where the other cars are in relative to the lines. It knew that car just passed, so it decided to accelerate up to 80 miles per hour because that's what I set it to. So very nice system. The lane centering's a little not the most confident, but it's there at this price point. Heck, I had to hack my car to put in. My car is probably twice as much as this car. So how can I sum up this Integra? Absolutely gorgeous looking car. Inside and out, everything is well appointed, functional, easy to use. Acura just makes some gorgeous looking cars. You won't be disappointed in any of their models, from this all the way up to the MDX. Interior feels roomy. Back seats are compromised. Lift back, excellent. Loading floor is a little bit low. I would personally take one of these over the Civic. Just got nicer chops to it. It's not going to be the it's not going to be as fun and light as that Civic because of the extra luxury, noise dampening and stuff. But this car handles extremely well, yet maintains a suspension tune that is comfort for everyday driving, which is very important. Compared to that GTI we just had, GTI is definitely more sporty, more compact, lighter car. But this car handled pretty well. And I wouldn't be wanting for more if this was my daily driver. So I hope everyone enjoyed. Hope everyone liked the video. Please give a like and subscribe. Always appreciate the support. And let me know in the comments, would you take an Integra over a Civic Si? Would you take the manual or the CVT that's available in both? Or would you step up to something like an A5, which starts almost 15 to 20 grand more than this Integra? And everyone's saying goodbye to Milo. He looks very cute back there. I know, buddy, you need some water.